Hi. Come let me introduce you to my favorite go-to budget-friendly meal, angel hair pasta with chicken franks. This should definitely take less than 20 minutes. So I began by prepping my vegetables of choice, which included onions, green bell peppers, and carrots. For some extra flavor and all those chemicals, I finally diced some garlic and I went ahead to also dice ginger. At this point, I felt like something was missing, but I just couldn't figure it out. I went ahead to start thinly cutting my chicken franks, and that's when I realized I hadn't prepped my chilies, so that's what I missed out. During the vegetables preparations, my water was on fire. The trick to having a tasty, well harmonized pasta is seasoning it a little every step of the way. I prefer to add my soy sauce at this point to the boiling water with a little salt, and I add my pasta. I also don't use too much water because I want the pasta to absorb everything well, and I don't have to strain excess water with the flavor out. Adding the soy sauce earlier gives it just that subtle soy sauce taste, so it's not too overpowering. So I set that aside, and in a wok I add just a little oil and then fry my chicken franks. And when that is done, I don't add extra oil. I just put in my finely diced garlic and ginger. When the need be and it's dry, I just add a little water. Trust me, you are better off adding water than adding oil. It doesn't even change the taste, so it's fine. I proceed to add in my vegetables, and I start from the hardest. So I started with my carrots, next is my green bell peppers, and then finally I add the onions. Always make sure to do this on high heat, and the more crunchy you want the vegetables, the less time you spend on fire. So that was some water I added because it was getting dried. At this point I add my oyster sauce. See, oyster sauce is like the holy grail of the kitchen for me. If you don't use oyster sauce before, please go and buy some and try it. So I just leave it for a little, and then I add my chilies. At this point I just add the angel hair pasta and I mix together. Afterwards, you have to correct your seasoning. I added a little more oyster sauce and then made sure it was well incorporated afterwards. I then added my chicken franks at the end. It was the last thing I added because it was already cooked. I gave it one last stir and left it on fire for about a minute. So this is the final product. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you are definitely adding this to your to-do list. Bye.